What's up,
Hello.
Balo? So I only made it to episode 6 on Demon Slayer, but I'm confident that I will get to episode 24 by Friday.
So Sunday to what's today? Tuesday. You covered 6 episodes.
No. When did I start watching it?
Mm.
I started watching it yesterday.
Monday.
No, yesterday was Tuesday. I was no. So I was gonna watch it on Monday night, but I never did. I ended up watching it on Sunday or on Tuesday.
What's
So
today?
today's Wednesday.
You're right.
So I got 20 episodes to watch basically.
So you only watched 3 episodes in 2 days. That's crazy, bro. Get your numbers up. You need to push the numbers up, bro. Push them up.
I have like ADHD, bro. So like my mind be like all over the place. I'd be like, oh, I want to do this, and then I get focused, and then I'm doing it, and then like a fly comes by, and I'm like, oh,
that's crazy. Yeah, I guess it'd be like that for you. It's crazy.
A little bit, but I do want to say before we get into everything today, so far, Demon Slayer has been heat. Like it's been straight.
Right. Break it down. Tell people what you like, what you dislike, what you got so far from it.
So I'm mad that my boy got his ponytail chopped off. Tanjiro, right?
Tanjiro, yes.
Tanjiro. So I was fucking with the ponytail. That shit looked slick. I liked it. And then they cut it off like 5 minutes later. I was like, what?
Yeah. I was like, he needs to grow it back. He needs to grow it back. It's fire.
Oh yeah. I need the ponytail like back ASAP. So that was that. So his look, fire. He needs a new fit though. I'm not fucking with that checkered green and black shit. That's like it's cool for him, but like he needs to swag up a little bit. I need something more swaggy. I don't know. Throw some graphics on that bitch. I don't know. But long story short, I think it's dope. Demons are right up my alley. So like I'm into that shits right now. That's like kind of my vibe. And
so what's happening in the show 6 episodes in? Because I don't even know.
So far, right? So his sister turned into a demon apparently, but so he went to time out. First, I want to say he is a hustler because he's out here selling coal off his back out to the village. That's some gangster shit. He a hustler, so kudos to him. Do what you got to do to provide for your fam. So he's selling coal off his back, and then some old guy in town was like, "Look, you can't go." You can't go out tonight. I know you sold out. You made money for your fam, but the demons is out. So I need you to chill in my crib till daylight. And so he's like, you know what? You probably right. Let me just chill here. He had some nice ass dinner. He slept. But when he woke up and went back to his family, they were slaughtered by demons. He came back and it was a massacre. All of them dead. The little kid that he was supposed to bring like candy or something to, or he was supposed to read a book to his little sister and shit, slaughtered. All fucked up. But I felt for him, so that was crazy. But then it turns out his sister is not. She turned into like a demon. I guess that's what happens when you get injured. I guess right. It's when you get hurt by a demon, right? Is that what it said?
No. There's a certain tier of demon that is able to transform humans into demons by giving them his blood or their blood, I should say.
Well, that's kind of what happened. So she turned into a demon, and he was distraught. He didn't want to try and kill her, but he had to do what he had to do. So he tried to rush her down to the mountains. He was like, "I got you, girl," and took her. He was carrying her, and then they fell off the mountain. And then Homie, some random demon slayer, came up and was about to slaughter the demon, who was also Tanjiro's sister. And Tanjiro wasn't having that. My boy is smart. He knows the game. He knew he couldn't defeat the demon slayer. So what he did, he tricked his ass. He was like, you know what? I'm going to throw a rock at him. And at the same time, I'm going to throw a hatchet in the air and pretend like I actually got the hatchet in my hand and my charge at him. So when he my neck and I pass out, the hatchet goes right there. Luckily, I forgot this guy's name. Do you know his name?
Yeah, I forget too.
But he was this close away to death. He had to whoop. And and because of that, he's like, you know what? This guy might got some skills. I might have to send him to my sensei or send him to my guy, the Demon Slayer maker or whatever. And
Hydro.
Hydro?
Kyojuro, I think.
Hydro? Kaito. Anyway,
Yeah.
he cold. He's slick with it, quick with it too. So yeah, that was like my introduction to the show. You find out that when humans can turn into demons, they have demon slayers because humanity needs to survive. And then he starts his training. First of all, the training was I'm only on episode 6, so the training is like it got there and it's going. Like he's already taken the test. You know what I'm saying? So I thought the training was a little difficult. I don't know if I could have handled that for sure. My man was out here, and apparently, so he had to cut this boulder in half. That was like the final test. I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to cut a boulder in half with a knife. That shit don't make no sense. But he did it. Some ghost demon slayers helped him do it.
That was cold.
That was cold.
That was
I don't know how it didn't make no sense to me though.
So did you shit? Never mind. But when so when he went back to the house the first time, and then the demon, like I think he found his sister and put her in like a little
basket.
Yeah, and then the demon attacked and she popped out bitch and kicked his head off. That shit was hilarious, bro. She popped out that bitch and gave that shit a boot. Like, hey, bro, like, I'm a demon too, but back up off my brother, cuz.
A strong foot, bro. Like a strong foot, bro. And what fucked me up is that this demon's head kept talking and the body kept on moving. Okay, that was fucked up. But like what was fucked up was the fact that the decapitated head grew hands.
Mm-hmm.
Like it grew arms out of its like little stubby neck. What the fuck is this show on, bro? If I was a child, this would give me nightmares. Luckily, I'm not, because that shit was gas. So I can't think of the sister's name, but she's a badass because this demon was out here gonna kill both of them. He was gonna have a feast. He was gonna be like, bet, I'm still hungry. And sister came out, did her damn thing and protected her brother, which is unheard of, So I'm interested to find out why she is a demon, but it looks like she still has
Nezuko. There we go.
Nezuko, yeah. How could I forget? He says it like every like this is for you, Nezuko, which is cool. It's cool. But I'm interested to find out why she is the exception to the rule. Why she is a demon, but still has humanistic traits and stuff like that. So I'm interested to find that out. But you're right. The coolest part was when he slit that thing in half, the boulder. But like you don't notice that he slits the boulder in half. He's fighting with what you think is another person, and he trained to fight this person for months and for almost like 2 years, almost I think. And by the way, they did 2 years in like an episode. I was like, that was quick. But you see him fight the dude, and he finally gets his swordsmanship up to where he can just do those quick attacks, and he's able to beat his opponent to the attack. They're both rushing each other, but he's able to beat his opponent to the attack, and he slits his mask. And when he slits his mask, he like does this whole montage, like, oh, I finally did it. I was able to see it, blah, blah, blah. But then it like fades out, and then you notice that he didn't slit the mask. He actually slit the boulder. And that means that he's ready for his trial, for his to go to get tested and stuff like that. Which I'm still trying to figure out. Like I'm still waiting for them to explain that to me. Like I'm a little unsure. Like who is this ghost person? Apparently, I did see that it was his master's former protege.
Okay, so they both were former students of his.
Yeah, who were murdered by the big goblin Jabba the Hutt motherfucker.
Yeah, the demon.
Yeah. And
wait, so you're in the you've got to where he's at like the trial for like to become a demon slayer.
He cut the Jabba the Hutt demon's dude's head off.
He's finished and he got his crow already, right?
No, he didn't finish. He didn't finish.
Okay.
I'm at the part where he cut off his head, and then I had to get back to work. So I had to watch.
Yeah, the fucking when he like earlier, like before all this, when he was just in the woods running down, trying to get down the mountain as fast as he could. The animation in that part, fam, A1. A1. He was dipping and dodging all up through that mountain. Shit was crazy, bro. Crazy.
this whole time, even when they're not doing crazy shit, the animation is probably the cleanest animation I've ever seen. Like this is so good. And when he uses his katana, his sword, and he's able to do like the water bending shit, that is so clean. I want that tattooed on me. His sword with the water coming out. That shit is sick, bro. That shit is so sick. So yeah, Tanjiro, that's my boy. I cannot wait to get on this adventure with him. I don't know why I've been sleeping for so long, but I'm hyped. That is my boy. I just wish he had a better fit because that black and checkered, whatever it is, it ain't doing it for me. That's it.
It ain't doing it for you?
Nope, it ain't. It ain't. Not at all. Even before I started watching it, I was like, that he needs a new tailor, bro.
He needs a new tailor, man. It is fit. It'd be like that though.
Yeah, but I'm excited to see where this is because like I feel like once you like first get into an anime is just like that's like one of my favorite parts. Even getting into a new show is like the possibilities, like the speculating on what could be. That's always the funnest part. At least for me, it is. So I'm like in that stage where everything's so new, and I'm like, yes, everything that's gonna happen on this is gonna be awesome. So yeah, I'm super hyped about it.
Yeah, dope.
So yeah, I'm gonna make sure I get these done so that we can go see the movie this weekend because I don't know how much longer it's going to be in theaters, and I don't want to miss out. So yeah, I'm glad we got that out of the way first because I was really excited to talk about it. That's my jam right now. Tanjiro,
yeah, Tanjiro's cool.
Ponytail and a new fit, and he's A1, bro. A1.
Dope. Yeah, show's fire.
Show is fire. Now I want you to tell me a little bit about the Bad Batch. The Bad Batch just came out yesterday, which was May the 4th.
And
right?
we get another episode Friday, nigga. You know what I mean? We got it May the 4th. Yeah, because it was May the 4th. They was like, bet we gonna treat you. It's May the 4th.
They did that with Mandalorian a couple years ago, right? When it first came out?
Possibly. Honestly, don't remember. Not gonna lie.
Sure they did.
Possibly. I'm gonna say yes. Yes.
That sounds like something they would do, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yesterday was May the 4th. Yeah, I mean, y'all little Jedis got your day. But guess what? Today is Revenge of the Fifth, nigga. Sith Lords out here today, strong. Fuck is y'all talking about, bro? This is where the power at. Y'all weak ass Jedi. Fuck out here, lame ass niggas. You know what I mean? But
I mean, to be honest, if we're being all honest, if this was like Star Wars, I would definitely like gravitate toward the dark side.
100,000%. That's where all the cool shit is, bro. Finding out, bro. Trying to live forever. Fuck you talking about, bro? Force choke. Come on now.
Force choke. I'm just emotional and negative, and so I would just gravitate towards that side as being emotional and upset.
He started shitting on himself, talking about I'm emotional. That's crazy.
I would definitely go to the dark side. I'm getting a bad day, and it's over from there.
It's over. All right. Now I got my Sith shit off. Let me talk about Bad Batch. So,
wait, hold on. Before you start, where does this take place in the timeline?
Right during Order 66. So this is after during/after Revenge of the Sith, and like so before New Hope, before Rogue One, after Clone Wars animated series, probably a little bit before Solo takes place, just a little bit.
Clone Wars ends with Order 66 being executed, right?
100%. Yep.
Does this pick up right after?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Essentially?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You open up, you get a little quick flashbacks of like Obi-Wan and Anakin. No, you get so what happens is you get Obi-Wan and Duke Grievous fighting. You get a little this was happening today. You get that little voice memo thing that they do in all of the Clone Wars, and you're talking about how Obi-Wan has got Grievous, how someone attacked the Chancellor, aka Palpatine, the GOAT, Darth Sidious. Yeah, I mean, you get a little update about how the Separatist forces are dwindling. They're running out of droids. Mace Windu's out there kicking ass and shit. And then that's when you pick up with our boys, the Bad Batch. You know, you see Jedi.
Who are the Bad Batch?
What'd you say?
Who are the Bad Batch?
I'm gonna get there 1 second. So we pick up with Jedi, like her name is like Bob Dabala or some weird shit like that. and it's her and her clones are under fire by the droid army or whatever. They're all like, yo, fam, where's our backup? We need backup now. We're pinned down. We need to get out this situation. And then you just see this little ass kid run down the mountain, kind of roll down the mountain, talking about, Master, Master. She's like, all right, back. My man's is back. My Padawan is back. Hey, Padawan, where is the backup? How many we got? He said, we got 5. She said, what? What? He was like, no. It's all good. I thought the same thing. Them niggas is cold, bro. These niggas cold. Like, I bet. Cool.
Wait. Hold up. Pause. So she was expecting a fleet of homies. Yeah, and she came over and she said, we got 5.
Yeah. He said, I got 5 on it. They gonna come and save our ass. I got 5 on it. That's what he said, you know what I mean?
And were they like 5 first-round picks? Like, were they like...
To be honest, technically the Bad Batch are like degenerates. No, like no one wanted to pick them. Like they not, but they do damage. Crazy. This is getting way off topic. The Bad Batch are like super efficient, but like in the clone citadel on Camino / clone family, they're just like that's fucking the Sad Batch. That's fucking Troop 99, fucking trash ass bums. Just because they're mutated, genetically modified / mutated.
Oh, okay.
You have special skills. You have Wrecker, who's kind of like the brute. He's a little bit bigger than normal, you know, super strong and shit. You need something lifted, he gonna lift it for you. You know what I mean? Gotcha. You have Hunter. His ability is like he's kind of a tactician. He's like he gets in and out. He's the leader of the group. It's kind of like a Rambo type. And then you have Crosshairs, who's basically the sniper. He stays back, picking people up, pop, 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 dead shot type guy. Then you have his name's Tech. He's basically what he sounds like. He's the hacker. He's the smart one out of the group. He's like, oh, I can hack into this. I can do this here.
Whoever named him was not very creative.
No, it's very on the notes. Right. And you have the most recent addition, my boy from Domino Squad. Or was it Echo Squad? One of the two. Motherfucking Echo. God damn it. They saved my boy in the last season of Clone Wars, where they went to go get him because, like, in season 3 or 4, they Tarkin's bitch ass. Okay, it's forever fuck Tarkin. His whole ass left my boy to die. Thought he got blown the fuck up. Just kidding. He got captured because Tarkin a bitch. You know what I mean? Anakin didn't do it. Anakin was like, that's my homie. Cause I can leave my homie. Tarkin was like, nah, nigga. We doing it. He's like, I can't argue. He above me, fucking bum ass.
He above me.
You know what's crazy? That's like where they're at, because Anakin / Darth Vader and Tarkin never fuck with each other. And Tarkin is one of the few people who knew in the Empire that Darth Vader was actually Anakin Skywalker. Not too many people knew. I think it was like a handful. And he was one.
Wait, really? People didn't know that?
No. Everyone thought Anakin died. That was the story. That's what Obi-Wan told everybody. That's what Palpatine told everybody. Everyone thought Anakin died.
People were just under the assumption that this Darth Vader character came out of nowhere, was just running shit.
Yeah, and honestly, throughout the Star Wars universe, Darth Vader is more so of a ghost story than like an actual figure. Like, not too many people have seen him / know about him, so he's just kind of like a horror story people tell their kids. Like, you gotta obey the Empire, or Vader's gonna come after you. You know, so only a few people know of Vader. Yeah, only a few people know of Vader, and the smaller set of people know Vader is Anakin. And so him and Tarkin never vibe with each other. They fucking got mad beef. But yeah, Echo. Echo's a new member of the Bad Batch. They show up to the scene, wreaking havoc on these George dumb as hell. They got beat the fuck up. You know, we got Wrecker throwing boulders down from the mountain. Like, you didn't see nothing. All you heard was boom, 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 boom. He was like, what's his name? Khalil? No. So his name is Kanan Dune, the Padawan that ran to get help. He's from Rebels. But his real name is not Kanan, because he changed his name because of Order 66. What Caleb Dune. So he's like, yep, that's them. Once you see the boulder start rolling, it's like, yep. The boulder comes down, knocks out half of the droid fleet. You get Crosshairs picking people up from afar. Echo hops down there, starts blasting droids. You got Hunter straight Rambo-ing dudes with a knife. He said, fuck a gun. I'm just going to cut up these droids. Everybody get cut. You know? So, yeah, you wrap up all that. They wrap up those droids, get them the fuck up out of there. Like, yo, what's the name? Tech hops on, he hacks some fucking comm shit. He's like, yo, I'm going to hack this shit. Oh, Bo, he about to win this war. The war about to be over because this encrypted signal say they got Grievous. That nigga about to die. You know what I mean? He's about to go home, boys. It's good eating. So they go off to finish off the rest of the droids. They say, yo, Kanan, little nigga, you know what I mean? You want to run with the big dogs? You want to run with the big dog? He's like, I see your master. Can I do it? Can I do it? What's up? She's like, all right, go ahead, do the damn thing. They run off ahead. And this is one thing I like about the animated series that they really didn't do in the live action. In the animated series, and in the video games for that fact, a lot of the Jedi felt Order 66 happening. Like it was a disturbance in the Force. In the season 7 of Clone Wars, you get Ahsoka. She like feels it in the Force that everything is happening before she gets attacked and she's able to defend herself. In Jedi Fallen Order, what is that name? What is it? Carl Winslow? That's not his name.
Carl Winslow.
Buddy from fucking, I can't think of his name, but the main character in Jedi Fallen Order, his master feels it happening too before he's actually attacked. And in this show, Jedi Baba Dabala, I can't say her name, I'm just keep calling her that. She's like looking around, she feels it in the Force, and then she looks over and she hears Emperor Palpatine on the comms say execute Order 66, and she starts getting fired on, but she's able to defend herself. But like in Revenge of the Sith, for the most part, all we saw was Jedi just getting mowed down, not knowing what the fuck is happening. They didn't defend themselves, they just got murdered. But she tough, bro. She took at least, I counted about 4 blasters. You know what I mean? To her body, she was still fighting. With her last breath, with her last act, she told Kanan to run. You know what's crazy? Being a Padawan during that time must have been so traumatic, bro. So traumatic.
Yeah, that's true.
In the clones, for some of the Jedi, for some of the groups, the clones were so close-knit to their generals, like their Jedi, that to see your friends turn on your master and mow them down, and you're just a Padawan, you don't have necessarily the full capability skills to do anything about it, and their last words are for you to run, to escape, would be fucked up. Okay? That shit's traumatic. Okay? Yeah.
PTSD up the ass.
Yeah. So like with this first episode, we also get Kanan's origins essentially, because we pick up with him in Rebels, like later on down the line with the Rebels series, which was pretty dope. And it's funny because they got this. Yeah, huh?
I said, oh, that's pretty cool. They do a good job of that in the animated series.
Yeah, they kept the same voice actor. So like this little maybe like 13-year-old has a voice of like a fucking 50-year-old man, and I just thought that was hilarious.
That is a little funny.
Shit. Yeah. So skip ahead. Kanan gets away. Hunter goes after him because they were with him at first, and like he saw his master getting attacked, so he starts to run back, and she tells him to run, so he runs back towards the Bad Batch, and he's like, "Yo, kid, we're on your side. We don't know what's going on either," because they're mutated clones, so the chip in their brain isn't as strong / active. Because later on in the episode, we find out that some of their chips are still working. It's just the signal is not as strong because of their mutation. Okay. So yeah, he runs back to them and then runs away from them because he's like, "Yeah, you wanted them. I'm cool." So he gets away, but one of the members of the Clone Group 99, Crosshairs, his chip isn't one of the ones that's misfunctioning. His is kind of working a little bit, and you can tell this from the beginning because he says, "Good soldiers follow orders," and that's something from the books that like clones whose chips aren't fully working, because there's a few of them who it like doesn't take, but you can tell when it's starting to take because they say that specific line. Good soldiers follow orders.
Oh, that's like a tell.
Yeah, that's like a tell. And that's honestly like a little Easter egg for people who's read more of the stuff, which is pretty cool. And he only says it twice in the episode, so it's like you can miss it if you're not really paying attention.
Right. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so he gets away. Crosshairs asks Hunter, "Why'd you let him go?" And he's like, "What are you talking about? He died. He jumped off the cliff." But he didn't. He let him go. He let Kanan go. and he's like, his chip is like working a little bit, so he's starting to have distrust in his brothers essentially because they've been a group for forever. They've been the Bad Batch because like they're the degenerates of the clones. So like that's just been their family. And honestly, if I was Hunter, I might have had the Merc buddy, bro. I might have had the Merc crosshairs. Like, bro, why are you acting funny, bro? Like you acting like the Regs, bro. What the fuck is this about? Like, come on, now chill. So they end up going back to Kamino. Kamino's basically their home planet. It's where they're born. It's where they're created, I guess, hatched. Huh? You know what I mean? Because they're clones, you know. They go back to Kamino, and they instantly know something's up. They're like, yo, everyone's acting different. What? Everyone's vibe is off. What's going on? Palpatine calls a meeting. He brings everyone into the room, and it's the same scene in Revenge of the Sith when Palpatine. It's at the end of the movie when Palpatine announces that they're becoming the first galactic empire. The first galactic empire. You know what I mean, that's my boy.
That was so dirty, bro.
Gee, that's my boy right there. I mean, Palpatine the GOAT. And one of them give a line. He's like, "You really think?" He says, "You still think that the Regs aren't chipped now? Regs are regular clones. That's what they call them, Regs."
Okay, cool.
So he's like, "Yeah, you still think the Regs aren't chipped now?" Because they're like, "All right, something's definitely up. They're fucking tweaking now." And then that's when Tarkin comes into the group, bitch ass Tarkin, because they're getting rid of the clone initiative, I'm just going to call it, because, as you know, the Empire used stormtroopers and not clones. So they go to Kamino like, yo, fam, our contract is up. We changed our name. Contract null and void. Don't try that shit in real life, folks. I don't think that's how that goes. I don't think that's how that goes.
Okay.
And they're like, yo, all right, let's negotiate this, that, and the third. And then we meet Omega. We don't know this at the time, but Omega is also a genetically modified clone. She's a female. She's maybe about 12 or 13, I would say, blonde hair. So that's out of norm for clones who usually have brown hair.
Okay.
And she's kind of the Ahsoka character. She's kind of like Ahsoka in the Clone Wars animated movie, how you meet her then in like, she's like, oh, bet this new female character, she's added to the group to give them a little bit more spunk, I'll call it. She's a little spunky, you know what I mean? A little bit of mouthy, not taking no shit. She's like, hey, bro, I'm part of 99. Don't fuck with us, Regs. You know what I mean? It's a scene in the mess hall where they're eating, and she's like, hello, friends. And she comes to sit down to eat with them. And then like a group of regular clones walk by, and they're talking about, oh, these guys are fucking bums. Look at the mutated freaks. And she throws like some food at him. She's like, yo, don't talk about my friends like that unless you want these hands. Okay. What's up? Pull up there. He's like, what? Did this little girl just throw some food at me? And then someone came and diffused the situation. He's like, all right, bro. No, it was Hunter. Yeah, he was like, all right, bro. Chill. Just let her go. She's a little girl. Cool. Fucking Wrecker's rowdy ass, big husky motherfucking ass. He's like, I like this girl. She's right. Ooh, threw a whole plate of food at him, and they get the rolling in the mess hall. And you just see up above, Tarkin. I'm my bad. I'm getting my fucking villains mixed up. Tarkin just looking like, who the fuck is these degenerates fighting in the goddamn mess hall? Hey, Kamino in. Who these niggas? Set up a meeting. So they get a meeting with him. They explained to Tarkin that these are degenerate clones. And then he's like, did they follow Order 66? And the leader of the Kaminoans was like, yeah, I think so. Or like, they should have. You know what I mean? He was like, that's not a good enough answer. Why did I get a report from someone in their group saying that they let a Jedi go, Kanan? So Crosshair, bitch ass, traitor ass nigga, fuck your chip, nigga. Come on now, the bum ass chip. Talk about a chip. Wrote up a report saying that Hunter let Kanan go, essentially.
So he's the one that said good soldiers follow orders?
Yes. That guy.
Cool.
So they have to essentially prove themselves in battle. So Tarkin sets up a training exercise. He's like, all right, I want to see what these guys can really do. Sets up a training exercise, you know. It's Squad 99. They beat the shit out that fucking exercise. He's like, all right, they think they're good. Send live ammo. Send the fucking phase 1 death troopers in there. Let's see how they do against this. Wrecker's old goofy ass talking shit. We beat their ass. What's up? I want a challenge. Death trooper show up with live ammo. Bow. Clip his ass on the shoulder. He like, God. Oh, we using live fire. And then they instantly know, like, fuck, this shit is real. All right. So they had to come up with plans on the fly. They're like, all right, bro, this formation, do this, do that. They're out there fucking hooking and jabbing, fucking letting rounds off. You know, mind you, they don't have live ammunition. They're out there with just
stun mode.
No, they just gave them stun mode, and the droids got live ammunition. Gee, they some hoes for that. Yeah,
that's trash as hell. Wait, who's the one that set up this little meeting and battle and whatever it is?
So Tarkin talked to the leader of the Kaminoans. It's like the long neck people. You seen them in episode.
They're the one that created the clones, right?
Yes.
Kaminoans. Okay, cool. Right. Okay, cool.
So they set it up, and the leader of the Kaminoans was like, "We gonna damage the product and or damage my facility, bro. Do we really have to do that?" And his ass was like, "Yes." He's like, I guess, bro. Come on, all right. Send the live shit,
that guy,
bro.
That guy thinks smart though. He said we're gonna damage the product or damage something else, bro. Is this a smart business decision?
Yeah. So like, they send in the live shit there. They got to think on their feet. Echo's like, not Echo. Tech is like, yo, bet, hold this droid down. I'm gonna hack into it, hop on this bitch, and I'm controlling this bitch. We taking out these other droids. Y'all just be distractions while I fuck this shit up. They ended up surviving. They talk. They go back to their barracks, and then what happens next? They go back to their barracks. I think Thrawn confronts them about some shit. Oh, no. They go back to their barracks, and Hunter and fucking Crosshairs get into it about why he let Kanan go. He's like, bro, you not following orders now? What's going on with that shit? And then they get sent on a mission from Thrawn to prove their loyalty to the Empire, to go take out some threats. He calls them threats. He doesn't say what they are. So they go there on the assumption that they're finishing off the Separatist droids. Mm-hmm. When they get there, they look them through their little space fucking binoculars. They've got the thermal on there, and they're like, those aren't droids. That's a kid. That's an old lady. What's going on here? What's going on here? And Crosshair's fucking traitor ass was like, he said threats. He didn't say droids. We were here to take him out. Give the order. And Hunter's like, no, let me stand down. Let's figure this out. And come to find out that they're surrounded by what is going to be the rebellion. You know, so it's like the rebellion before the rebellion. There are people who were for like the Jedi Council and those, like the Republic. There were people who were for the Republic who aren't cool with the Empire. They're not cool with the switchover. So like they separated themselves from that. So obviously Palpatine don't want it out. He's like, I'll handle that shit. But they were like, no. And then they sat down with the people, had a talk with them, and it turns out to be motherfucking what is his name? Saul Guerrero. He was in Rogue One. He was played by Forrest Whitaker. He's in he was also, you first meet him in Clone Wars, where his city is under siege by separatists. The leader of his town, city or planet, I should guess, wants to be with the separatists, but there's a small group of his people who are not with the separatists. So Anakin, Ahsoka, and Obi-Wan show up, and they give him the tools to fight back. And this sparks Saul Guerrero down a path of nothing but war and violence for his entire life. That nigga has a sad story. That nigga has a very depressing story.
So he
literally does not stop fighting. It becomes so. That's why, like in Rogue One, he's so paranoid. Even this little girl that he helped raise and was good friends with her father. When she comes back in Rogue One, she's like, "Are you a spy? Did they send you here to kill me?" Like he's so paranoid from a life of just war. Like all he know is war. So he's a sad character. It turns out it's Saul Guerrero. He's like, they sent you here to kill women and children. Is this the empire you want to follow? Essentially, and they're like, that's a lot. We gonna go. You know what I mean? Thank you. You know what I mean? But we don't want no part of this. It's cool. You know what I mean? Back. So they dap it up, leave. Crosshair brings up the issue again, like, why are you not following orders? Good soldiers follow orders. And the funny thing is, Hunter replies back to like, bruh, when have we ever followed fucking orders? We are Group 99. We do the job just our way. What the fuck are you talking about, my guy? And they get into it, whatever. And then Hunter pulls a gun, and it looks like he's aiming at Crosshairs, but he's actually aiming at Scout Droid. Those little those brown droids with the little legs on them to be fucking. That's the noise they make, and he shoots it down. He's like, "Oh, the Empire's spying on us. The Jedi never did that." And then Crosshair, bitch ass, gonna say, "Not that you know of, nigga, bitch."
So Crosshairs is just on some bullshit this whole episode.
Yeah, like I get it, you chipped and all, but my nigga, what are we on, bro?
Yeah, on some bullshit.
What are we on? Yeah. So, and before they left for this mission, Omega, the little girl clone, kind of told Hunter, "Don't come back because it's not safe here." And he says that, but he was like, "But we have to go back for her. She's the fifth." Genetically modified clone. Because when Thrawn, when Tarkin asked the leader of Kaminoans how many of these clones do you have that are like genetically modified, he says 5. He tells him 5, and he just assumed it was everyone in the Bad Batch group. But technically, Echo is a regular clone who was just captured and experimented on away from the fact. He's not included in the 5. She was the 5th one. She was the 5th genetically modified clone. See, Hunter's like, we got to go back for her. She's one of us. And Crosshairs is like, that's a trap. And he's like, yeah, I know. He's like, you're a fucking idiot, essentially. And then they go back. As soon as they get there, get pulled up on, growled up on, like, hey, y'all ain't following orders. Come with us. You know what I mean? They get locked up. When they're in lockup, Thrawn goes and gets Crosshairs because one of the scout drones was like, hey, he was kind of following orders a little bit. The rest of them won't. Let's go see what's going on with this. So they do some experiments on him, and that's when the Kaminoan is like, yeah. So his chip is firing, and it's kind of getting through. And Thrawn's like, Tarkin, I keep fucking doing it. Tarkin's like, can we amplify it? And so they amplify his chip, I guess, frequency. So now he's full in on it. Like he's not halfway. He's full in. Indoctrinated to the Empire.
So this was the sniper dude. What's his name?
Crosshairs.
So Crosshairs, his chip was halfway firing. And now they figured out that it was halfway firing. So they're like, let me check it out. And then they made it full fire.
Yes.
So now he's executing order 66 like full fledged.
Yeah, he's full send.
He a rat in the group.
I can't see if he was under his own volition doing this. I would say he's a rat. He like Bucky, bro. He does mind control. I don't know what to tell you.
That makes sense. Okay, cool. So he mind control, but he's still a bitch. But he mind control.
He's still a bitch. But they end up breaking out of the jail. You know, out of the they figure out that this isn't real jail cell that can hold them. They break out or whatever. And that towards the end, they get back to their ship. They're like, all right, bet we have to go back to get Crosshairs. He's one of us.
How long is this episode?
It's like an hour and 20.
Okay, cool. Because I was about to say this does not happen in 30 minutes. I was like, this is a lot.
They treated us. They treated us.
Okay. I was like, that's a lot. All right, continue. Sorry.
Yeah. So they're like, we got to go back for him. He's one of us because like this is as long as they've been alive, it's been this group because they've been the outcast. So like even though we're beefing, he's one of us. We have to go back for him. And the unique thing about Omega is the theory is she's either an empath, because in Clone 90, Squad 99, the Bad Batch, each clone has a specific ability. You know, they're all each modified in a specific way, and the theory is she's either an empath that can like connect on like an emotional level with them and gain some of their abilities, or she is the first of the clones that have the ability to use, like the first of clones that are force sensitive. We saw this in Rise of Skywalker with and Return of the Jedi, not Return of the Jedi, Rise of Skywalker and The Last Jedi with Snoke. Snoke was a clone, but he was also force sensitive. That's like that's like never been done before, you know? Right. So like in this, so that happens like in the future of this. So this is like, if that is true, this could set up for like the future
Right.
events, you know. So because people think that because her and Hunter never directly spoke about it not being safe on Camino for them to come back, but he knew and she was able to communicate that to him. And when they were escaping, talking about we need to go back for Crosshair, she like senses he's there. She stops, looks, and says, "We won't have to go very far." And the doors open, and there is Crosshairs with a squadron of clone troopers trying to arrest / kill, I guess, Squad 99. They take cover. They get into a battle. There's a little back and forth between Crosshairs and Hunter. Like, hey, bro, we coming for that ass. He's like, hey, bro, what we on now? He's like, hey, bro, orders. Following orders. Good soldiers do that shit. He's like, crazy.
That's decent.
Get into a shootout, and the issue is Crosshairs is a sniper. Like, he's the sharpshooter. So if they have to get inside the ship, but they're stuck outside, and it's the dangerous part is because he don't miss. You know, he don't miss, and he ends up hitting Wrecker. Wrecker gets hit in the shoulder again. So there's a dilemma of getting Wrecker out of danger while also getting into the ship. So they set up a plan. They throw some smoke bombs. They grab Wrecker. The smoke bombs clear. But I think there's like 2 of them left. Omega is one of them. Somebody else is one of them. They tell Omega to run for the ship while they give her cover and fire. She makes it, but they're still pinned down because this nigga's a sharpshooter. Crosshairs is that fucking good. But she picks up a blaster and she was able to shoot the gun out of Crosshair's hands. And she ain't never been nowhere. Right. She ain't never picked up a blaster before. And just like how Anakin was just some kid off the street, but he was excellent at pod racing, just like how Luke was not really trained, but he was able to hit that small air vent in the Death Star to blow it up. People who are force sensitive are keen on being able to pick things up a little bit easier. So she was able to shoot the gun out of his hand and continue fire to pin him down, you know? So they end up getting in the ship and getting away. And those few things are their little clues that like either she's an empath and connect to their abilities on like a emotional way, or she's force sensitive and that's how she's able to do all this. But yeah, so they end up getting away. This is like the end of the episode. They're having a little talk. They're patching up Wrecker. And then she says, no, they ask her, so you ever been to space before? She's like, I've never been anywhere. Like she's I don't know how long she's been hatched, but like apparently she ain't been nowhere but Camino. And there's a cool scene that reminded me of Endgame? Yes, Endgame. When you see the like space and the stars in her eyes, like light speed in her eyes, kind of like how they did with Cap and that fucking Natasha.
Endgame. They were in Endgame, I mean,
yeah. And that was and then we have a conversation about where we're gonna go. And Hunter's like, go to area 17 or some shit like that. And we have friends there. We're good. We can hide out there for a little bit. And they blast off into space, and that is the end of the episode. Overall thoughts, shit was gas. I mean, we got some episodes in season 7 of Clone Wars that I really didn't care for, the Bad Batch episodes, to tell you the truth. I was just trying to get to the Ahsoka stuff. But this episode was like, in like the first 10 minutes, I was like, nah. Them episodes was kind of gassy. They set up for this shit. This shit kind of fire. And it's crazy how Star Wars animation continuously makes things you like. For the most part, no one really. The prequels were kind of like, people were like, on it. But Clone Wars made people be like, yo, the prequels were kind of fire now. Like,
just the background knowledge, it makes things more important.
Yeah, like Star Wars animation somehow manages to like make things you didn't like before make you actually care and say, yo, that shit's fucking gas, you know?
Yeah, I feel that. That's pretty dope. Yeah. That's a good way to save your franchise, to be honest. Like, yeah, we may not be like the best of what you wanted, but let me explain it and let me throw some extra tidbits and stuff like that, and people start to fuck with it a little bit more. So that's hard to do, but kudos for them for doing it and doing it well. Now, so this the Bad Batch. what is the point of this? Like, what is the main storyline of this show? Like, is it going to be obviously the repercussions of Order 66 and the Bad Batch trying to navigate that, or are they trying to stop it, or what? Like, what is their objective?
They're definitely not trying to stop it. It's this ship sailed. You can't stop it. It's a done deal. It's just them trying to navigate. Yeah, they're just trying to navigate it, and now they're essentially enemies of the Empire. So it's gonna be them trying to navigate their way, living in a world where they're fucking fugitives.
Okay, that sounds like well, I mean, they're rebels. They're on the run. That sounds like it could be a lot of fun, to be honest. Like for us viewers, not for them specifically, because like running for your life, that's not fun. But watching someone run for life, that might be a little fun.
Yeah.
So out of 10, what would you say this first episode was?
This episode was probably like an 8 or a 9. That shit was gas, bro.
Damn, that's high.
Yeah. That shit was real good. It was real good.
8.5?
Maybe like 8.5. Yeah, that's right in the middle. Yeah.
That's impressive for a first episode. That's impressive.
Yeah. And I think it was the length and the amount of story they were giving us. If this was broken up into like 2 or 3 episodes, I don't think it would have worked that well. It wouldn't have been as good, but because it was one
beginning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was real good. It was real good.
Okay, sweet. That makes me so obviously I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, which is very I want to say upsetting for me because I got really into it right before Rise of the Skywalker came around, and I liked Rise of the Skywalker. I thought it was dope. But then what was the second of the third trilogy?
It went Force Awakens, Force Jedi, and then Rise of Skywalker.
So Force Awakens, I binged all the movies and I got up to Focus and I was like, bet. And then I liked the Force Awakens, and then the second one, which was what again?
Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi was so trash that I was like, I don't even like want to watch this anymore. which is bad on my part. I should have stuck through and just watched the final movie, but I was so offended by that second movie that I didn't go back. I just didn't.
I was so offended. That's hilarious.
I was. It wasn't. I mean, it was just for a new person coming in, because I didn't grow up on Star Wars. I never thought it just wasn't my thing. So getting into it, watching all 6 movies, and then starting to watch some of the shows, and then liking the first movie of the first trilogy and thinking this shit is dope. They're going to do a lot of cool shit with it. And then for them to just fumble the bag in the second movie, it just turned me off so much from Star Wars. I didn't want anything to do with it. I was like, this is trash. They had my money and you threw me away. So
it's pretty funny.
This is making me want to give it a second chance. Let's put it that way. Because the way you described it, your eyes lit up. You're like, I like it,
bro. Because Clone Wars, like the animated show, honestly, I love the books, the comics, and the animated shows and the games are the greatest. Like the movies are cool. Fuck the movies, G. The movies are cool, but fuck the movies. All the what's it called? It's like not the main assignment,
but the what's the word we're looking for?
Damn. Shit, it's like a school word. It's like, oh, but you need to read this chapter, but if you want more information, read this. No. Oh, fuck. No, what is this word?
School word.
It is, yeah. All the additional stuff, like not the big stuff that like the mainstream follows, so like not the movies, but like all the additional shit. Fucking gas.
Fucking gas.
Fucking gas.
Gas. I might have to give it a second shot because I mean it sounds gas. And I ended up watching on your recommendation. I watched the last 4 episodes of Clone Wars.
Yeah. That's a 10 out of 10. That's a 10 out of 10. Yeah. Ahsoka a bad bitch, bro. Yo, Maul, you cool too. You always fail, but I respect you, my guy. God, yeah. Rex is a real one.
On your recommendation, I watched the last 4 episodes of Clone Wars, and because you told me, you said it's a movie. Just watch them all 4 straight. It's a movie within the show. Just watch it, and I couldn't have been more impressed. Ahsoka, I'm a fan. I saw her in 4 episodes. I didn't know who the fuck she was until then. Fan. Darth Maul, I always liked Darth Maul, but I always he always lost, so I was like, that's kind of lame. But he's a fucking savage, like a savage, bro. Like you got to throw a little sauce on his name when you say it, like a savage. And watching Order 66 like commence, like watching that start was incredible. Like seeing it on the characters' faces, understanding what's going on, the clones turning in a second, like all of that was top tier, like Star Wars moments. Like that shit was, and I don't know. I mean, I've only seen a handful of moments, but that obviously was just right up to the top. It was really good. So Clone Wars, I mean, it caught my attention, and I'm willing to give the Bad Batch another chance. So it's just there's so much information in Star Wars. Like it's hard to just jump on the boat, you know. Like Marvel makes it easy. Like you could just especially with Disney Plus, you're like, here, you can just catch up right here. You just boom, 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 you're good to go. So the MCU makes that easy. Star Wars, on the other hand, is a little bit more difficult, especially when you think about like their timeline is messy. Like it's.
Yeah, if you're just new to it, it is. You're like, oh, so this came out first, but it's second, and yeah.
Right. So the timeline's messy. So for a new person, you kind of just have to, you kind of got to do some homework, to be honest, to get into it. But I'm sure once you do, and for the most part, speaking with you and my little brother, who's a big Star Wars fan, I'm pretty much on board with everything. Like I have a good idea of where everything is, where it is in the timeline, and how things like happened, but I don't know the specific details just yet. So it can be a little bit intimidating. But then again, what fandom isn't intimidating? When you first get into it. True. Same with Marvel, same with DC. So all the fandoms it's a lot of knowledge to get in there. So you're convincing me to try it again.
Bet swag. And at least fuck the movies. Do all because Dave Filoni. I'm putting Dave Filoni on the same page as Kevin Feige. This nigga is fire, bro. Dave Filoni did the Clone Wars. He did what is that called? Fuck. Rebels. He did Rebels, and he had a direct. He's not the. Because Jon Favreau is the one who's doing The Mandalorian, like that's like the main guy, but he's getting all his shit from Filoni, bro. Filoni's kicking him all the game. He's like, yo, this how this character works. Filoni is the god out here, bro. Filoni crazy.
Okay, so Filoni's the glue, it sounds like. Like he's the glue that's holding everything together. Like,
if they give him the movies, bro, it's a wrap. If they give him the movies, bro, it's a wrap, bro. I'm saying.
I mean, well, hold on. Somebody's got a little something for you.
Gee, yeah, I seen that dumb shit, bro. He got knocked out by fucking what's his bum ass name? Darth Tyrannus. What is his name? Dooku. He got knocked out by Dooku twice, bro. I ain't trying to hit that, Steve. Back up. Okay?
oh man. All right. So you got anything else on the Bad Batch?
Go watch it, everybody. It's fire.
and there's a new episode on Friday. So you have an episode that dropped yesterday that was about an hour and a half. So like a movie, basically. And then you have a new episode on Friday. Now, are the episodes going to be 30 minutes long, or are they going to be like 45, 50 minutes? Do you know?
That's a great question. I have no idea.
Okay.
No clue. I would assume 30 minutes. I would assume.
That's what Clone Wars was, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because that's why I had to ask you that question earlier, because you were saying like this guy.
Steve. Gee, don't get me wrong. He cold, but relax, G. Come on now.
But yeah, when you were explaining the first episode, I was like confused. I'm like, this sounds like a lot of information for 30 minutes of action.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like an hour and a half or hour 20. Yeah.
Cool. That's what I thought, because I was a little confused. But yeah, so let us know what you guys think. If you guys have seen the Bad Batch already, let us know what you guys think in the comments. I'm going to probably start it soon, but all my free time will be spent on Demon Slayer this week, so I'll probably catch up on the weekend or something like that. So we'll see what happens there. But in other news, there's been a lot of other stuff going on in Hollywood. Just a lot of stuff. But one thing I wanted to talk about is some news that dropped off today. on the Hollywood Reporter. Apparently, the WB is trying to go with a black Superman. And I really want to get your thoughts on this because I feel like this is something that people weren't asking for. It feels like they're trying to cater to a certain group.
Gee, stop sugarcoating it. They pandering, bro. These niggas straight pandering, bro. And honestly, I'm done. I'm done with these niggas, bro. I want everything to fail from here on out. I'm sick of these niggas, bro. Fuck out of here. And like, all right, cool. You want to do a black Superman? Cool, bet. You said it's a multiverse, right? It's a multiverse? Cool. Why don't you have someone go through time and be like, oh, bet. What is this? Earth? I think he's from Earth 2. Val Zod, you're the president? Oh, bet. You're also fucking Superman? Oh, bet. And you're black? Cool. Let's hijinks ensue. Why the fuck are we making Clark Kent black? Like, this is tokenization at its finest, bro. Fucking trash. I'm out. I'm done. I don't even care anymore. I'm out.
I'm kind of out on this one too. Now, no one asked for a black Superman. Like, that's just one thing. I don't think anyone's asked for that at all. I don't think anyone was like campaigning for a black Superman or anything like that. I think for the most part, people were campaigning for a Man of Steel too, if anything, you know. But just the fact that they kind of came out of nowhere and was like, "Hey, look, this is what we're trying to do. You know, we're trying to get a black director and a black writer and a black Superman. You know, we're going to do this for you guys. You know, give us praise." You know, that's what it felt like.
100%, 100,000%.
Yeah, it just, you know, especially coming off of like the last couple months where, you know, the WB was kind of getting shitted on, especially by like people like Ray Fisher, which well deserved because they were, you know, they're accused of, you know, being, I'll just say accused of being a little racist and having some like, you know, racial undertones on their, you know, on their sets and things like that. So, you know, Ray Fisher, he came out to speak about those things and you know, share his story that how he felt like he was being judged or being kind of shut up or thrown to the side. You know, just a couple things to name, but you know, he felt like he was wronged, and so he gave, you know, Warner Brothers some bad press, saying, you know, they don't care about black actors, things like that. And this just seems like, all right, let's shut those people up. Let's do Black Superman. And they're not doing the Black Superman that exists in comics. You know, there is that character, and they're not doing that. They're completely race bending Clark Kent.
Yeah. And this is equivalent to if Marvel was like, yo, Peter Parker is, I know we have Miles Morales, but we're going to do Peter Parker. He's black now. You know what I mean? Fuck it. He's black now. Like, what do we, my man's just right here. My man is right here.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably the best way to describe it, as if Marvel fans were asking for, you know, Miles Morales, and then they were just like, hey, let's just make, you know, Peter Parker black. That sounds like the best explanation of what the WB is doing to Superman. And I'm sorry, Steve. I'm really trying. I'm not trying to put it all like trying to be as blatant, but
we off the WB train. Hello, Snyderverse done, so we done.
You know what? You might be onto something, Steve, because
yeah, that's funny.
I had high hopes for the Snyderverse. It came true. I got what I asked for.
Did you see the new numbers for that? It was like
3.9 million households.
3.9 million. Yeah.
So,
yeah. But they were just trying to brush that under the rug. Like, oh no.
No. They didn't try to brush it under the rug, bro. They tried to make that shit disappear. They literally wanted to throw that bitch into the Pacific Ocean and make that shit sink and make sure no one ever saw that ever. And the length that this studio is going to say fuck you to one person who has a whole fan group that campaigned for 1.5 million tweets, the only tweet to get that high ever, the only hashtag on Twitter to get that high, beating the Avengers. The fact that they're going to all of these lengths just shows you how kind of tone deaf, kind of irresponsible, kind of, and just plain out rude.
Comes to my mind.
Egotistical is probably the one of the better descriptions of it,
or AKA bitch made, nigga. Fuck these guys, bro. I'm done with these niggas.
Yeah, I'm really
HBO Max didn't have so much fire on it, I would be out, but it do, so I'm gonna have to stay, nigga.
I was this close to deleting it the other day, bro. I was this close.
Got some shit on that nigga. God
I was like, this close. Then they put some Rush Hour on there. It's like, God damn it! Now I gotta watch Rush Hour 1, 2, and 3.
Exactly.
So HBO Max is a good service. The only thing that they're missing is better originals. And
why are we getting a Peacemaker show? Why are we getting a Peacemaker show? Who wanted?
I can explain that to you. I can explain. I know exactly how that happened. They said, "Oh, we got James Gunn." James Gunn said, "Yes, I'm here." They said, "Oh, you finished making your movie?" He said, "Yes, I did. I would like to make something else." They said, "What do you want to make?" He said, "Peacemaker would be fun." And they said, "Yes."
And them goofy motherfuckers listened. Them goofy Peacemaker, who ain't even a fucking C-list fucking character, nigga, oblivious of shit.
And okay, so with one thing, it's Peacemaker. Peacemaker is like a D-list character. Nobody knows who Peacemaker is. And then two, so I kind of like John Cena, but for him to hold his own show, a whole DC show, it just shows that they don't understand the gravity of these characters. They don't understand these characters. Is what I should say. They don't understand the property. You know, they don't know what to do with it. You know, they're thinking of it as they're thinking of this too businessy. You know, and that's what you get when you have too many fucking suits. You know, covering something that's for a fandom. You know, that's why Marvel does so well. It's because they have Kevin Feige, who is a business suit, but who is also a big comic book fan. He likes what he makes.
Hey, so, from here on now, my Twitter account is a Feige Stan account, nigga. I'm out here for Feige and Filoni, goddammit. I had my man in there because fuck these niggas over here at WB. I'm a DC nigga. Actually, that's kind of cap. I think I honestly probably read more Marvel comics, but let's listen here today. I fuck with DC in them, okay? Them the homies over there. I'm out. I'm fucking done.
I might have to be out too, bro. I might have to be out, and that's I'm a DC guy. Like I'm a DC guy. You know, like I definitely read more DC. I barely read any Marvel comics, to be honest. I'm a DC guy, but their handling of the whole situation is just
Did you see Steve's last comment? He likes John Cena. I'm out.
And I don't blame him though. I've seen John Cena in one good thing in a movie. One good thing. And like his acting wasn't even that good in that. It just happened to be funny because he was a big muscly dude and he was saying some funny shit. All right, I'll give him that one. But in Amy Schumer's movie,
Trainwreck in the movie theater, yeah.
That's the only time I've seen him be funny. Other than that, like not even his dick jokes on the trailer, like none of those even hit. Like none of them. So
I'm trying to see what other movies this nigga got. Hold on, let me.
I'll get back.
You go ahead.
You know what? He tried to like follow like The Rock's career or like Vin Diesel's career, and it's just not working out for him. You know, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens with Suicide
You
Squad.
watched Bumblebee? I didn't watch Bumblebee. How was that?
I did watch Bumblebee.
How was it?
It was actually pretty good. I'll give you that. No, Bumblebee was pretty good. It's like on par with like the first two Transformers. Not better, but like on par.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's about it. Bumblebee, I bet.
And to be honest, I don't even remember him in Bumblebee. I barely remember.
That's crazy. I mean, we got Fast 9 coming up. That's gonna be fire regardless. Because this is a tangent. Them movies make $1 billion on the regs. I'm very interested to see how that does. What do you say? He ain't got no movies. Hello, man. It's clean ass. He big bad, G. Hey, bro, Fast 9 coming out, Steve. Just wait on it, bro.
You're right. You are, yeah.
And like I was saying, those movies usually make $1 billion. I'm very curious to see how it goes, like pandemic-wise.
So the movie. Do you know when the movie's slated for?
I can look it up real quick. It's right here. Let's see.
So It's June 25th. So right now, as of things stand today, there are a lot of people who are vaccinated, and judging by and only by June, by June we'll only have more people vaccinated. But judging by how Kong versus Godzilla and Mortal Kombat went, they will have a big, big, big first weekend. It sounds like they will. Fast 9 is one of those franchises that's kind of like, ooh, let's go see that movie. Second weekend is very up in the air.
But this also doesn't have, I don't think it's going to a streaming service unless it's
not
because it's Universal. So maybe that'll help it because they won't be able to get it on streaming.
It definitely will. So that's why I said the second weekend it's going to be super, super important because, to be honest, like if you look back at the last couple movies that have been released, HBO Max, it's not saying it is a direct correlation, but that's what I think it is. HBO Max has killed all rewatchability in the movie theaters. People are going to go to the theater if they want to, and they're going to go once.
Yeah.
Because
I think Godzilla versus Kong is the only one that didn't have more than because I think the second week drop was 53, and everything else has been in the 70s for the second week drop.
Yes, yeah. Nobody was 70. Mortal Kombat was a 70. So it's the second weekend is a big, big drop. But then again, you can chalk that up to HBO Max. Having the movie on there, it's killed a lot of rewatchability. So this is going to be an important movie for Hollywood. I would assume to find out if the theaters can thrive and if it's going to be just for a week or two,
Mm-hmm.
So this is a big, but I think fast movies, I think people are attracted to fast movies. It's just, I mean, it's American, I feel like that's an American movie, Fast and Furious. So cars,
they make most of their money overseas. And I'm very curious about what's because I have no idea what the overseas movie, what's happening over there with the movie theaters or not. I don't know.
Right. Same. Yeah. Same. So that's also a big thing to question too. I mean, China, didn't they have what movie came out and then broke a bunch of records and then it was kind of shady and I was like, wait.
No. Yeah, I did. I know what you're talking about. I don't remember what the fuck it was called.
I forgot what movie that was. But yeah, this is an important weekend for Fast 9, or when it does come out in June. It's an important weekend. We'll have to see what happens. I don't know, but back to DC and Warner Brothers really quick. I'm not fucking with their decision making right now, and the fact that they're going out of their way to say "fuck you" to a group of fans is kind of just it's just not good business, Yeah. So it's just just not good business.
Yeah. Other than their comics, their games, I'm out. Other than those two things, I'm out, bro. Comics and games, I'm cool. Everything else, eat a dick. I'm out.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
Right on par.
I'll come back for Young Justice season 4, and then I'm out again after that.
Yeah, I might have to go do that too. Detective Chinatown.
I don't even know what the movie was.
Is that what it was? Oh, I'm not sure. But kind of back on the same WB news, they also released some more information today, which is slightly surprising, if I do say so myself. So Toby Emmerich, he's the chairman. He's in charge of all WB Pictures, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he's getting the boot or if he's looking at switching a job or if somebody his higher ups are like, hey, you got a spot for him over there because we don't really want him here anymore. But he may not have a position of power in Warner Brothers Entertainment anymore, which is big because he was the Alan Horn. He was the guy who made all the.
Oh, did we lose him? He's stuck. You still there, G? No. We lost half his face. Man, stuck in time. Hello? Kevin. I'll finish his thought. All right. So he a higher up over there. He above.
We back? Okay, cool. All right, cool. So we had some technical difficulties. Sorry about that. So if he's not around, he was a big enemy of the Snyder Cut. If he's not around, things for the Snyder Cut can look better.
Yeah, he was also the guy who did the day and date release, and like that kind of lost him a lot of money too.
Oh, so that's probably what lost him his job, to be honest, because
the
HBO Max day and date release was not a terrible idea, but the fact that they basically did it overnight and didn't consult any of their directors cost them a lot of money, because not only is it costing them money in the box office because a lot of people are gonna go see it in HBO Max instead, but it cost WB a lot of money because all of these directors were extremely disgruntled with Warner Brothers' decision. They were pissed off, to say the least. Like Christopher Nolan said, he said, "I went to bed thinking that I was working for the best movie studio and woke up to realize that I'm working for the worst streaming service." So that's bad.
Yeah, him, Danny Villeneuve, the guy who's doing Dune, I can't say his name. Patty Jenkins kind of had a little sideways comment. Denzel Washington was mad about it. But what happened was they ended up being like, all right, guys, we understand mad. Because a lot of these people get back-end deals. If their movie does well enough in the box office, they get a little kickback at the tail end of like the run of the movie. So what they did was they were like,
$1 billion, they'll make X amount of money, right?
Yeah, so what they did was they're like, all right, that's not going to happen. We're just going to pay you all off and get you out of these contracts that you were going to get on the back end. So they had to pay a fuck ton of money on the front end to just like please everybody. And yes, it probably drove HBO Max subscribers up. Yes, the movies for the most part did pretty well in the box office for a pandemic. But ultimately, them niggas paid a lot of fucking money and did not get any of that in return.
They lost on so much profit. For example, just to go over this one in specifically, Wonder Woman 84. Okay, now before that movie came out, everyone was under the impression that movie was going to do fucking gangbusters, right? Everyone's waiting for the next Wonder Woman movie. It was such a hit the first time; it's going to be a hit the second time too, right? The impression that movie was going to do fucking. Now, when it came out, Wonder Woman 84 was, to put it nicely, we'll say it wasn't well received. Okay, but a lot of people hated that shit. It just didn't fly. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, what they decided to do is that this was the only movie they did this. They made that deal before everyone, before HBO Max got, released for day and date release. That's the only deal that they made, saying, hey, we'll pay you out as if you guys made $1 billion. It'll be an even square deal, blah, 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 because we think it's going to do well. The movie didn't do well, didn't drive any revenue into HBO Max, not much at least. It did, it definitely did, but didn't drive the numbers that they were expecting. It got terrible reviews, and they paid them out as if they made $1 billion.
Yeah,
they would have made, let's say, $500,000 or $500,000. Half. Oh, I'm sorry, $500 million. So half of the billion. They wouldn't have gotten that bonus. So now they basically gave Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot a bonus of whatever X amount of dollars was for no reason. Mm-hmm. They're not getting any money back to pay for that. So they're just throwing money away. And so they did that with one movie. Now imagine doing that with, what is it, like 18 or some shit like that? 16 movies?
Yeah.
And they lost a lot of money off of one man's I don't want to say one man's
reactionary decision. Think about it was like, this is what we're doing. Send it. Push the button.
Impulse. That was the word I'm looking for. Impulsive decision, bro. He did not consult anyone. He didn't go up to the directors and say, this is what we're thinking about doing. How do you feel? Nothing. Because if he did that, they could have figured something out not to pay everyone, X amount of dollars, but they had to do it. Yeah. So yeah, he's receiving the repercussions for making that dumb decision. And if I were the studio head, I would kind of think the same thing. I wouldn't really want that person in charge of making those big decisions.
Yeah. And if his job was secure, I don't think he would be asking Netflix if they had a position for him. Right. If he was like, oh yeah, they'll re-up my contract. If he was that confident in it, he wouldn't be looking elsewhere. And I think it's hilarious how Netflix was just like, no, we're good. We're fine.
You can stay over there,
covered. We're good over here. You do you, buddy. Have safe travels.
It's fucked up how how bad WB looks nowadays? Like they have a lot of bad PR.
Studio of directors, like that literally was like their mantra. Like we're the studio of directors. Everyone loves to work with us. Look at you now. What happened? What did you do to yourself? You know, you just let yourself go. You're overweight. You know what I mean, hit the gym, buddy. What is
this
guy? Shit,
this guy.
WB bum ass niggas.
Facts, bro. Because they literally like the fans don't like him. The directors don't like him. Like who else they got? Actors don't like him. Timothy Chalamet, he don't like him. Denzel was mad at him. Jared Leto was mad at him. So it's like, how many more buttons are you gonna push, bro? Like, when are you gonna come to your senses and take your ego down a notch and just chill, bro? Just chill.
Random question. All right, if you could pick one actor from like the Zack Snyder verse, you know, to come to an come over to the MCU, who are you picking?
From the Zack Snyder verse, to the MCU, either Henry Cavill or Jason Momoa.
Okay, Jason Momoa would be a decent fit. Mine is between Jason Momoa and wow, I really forgot his name. Shit. We said it earlier too. Who plays Cyborg, bro? Ray Fisher. There we go. Yeah. It was between those two.
Now, I think Jason Momoa would be a great fit with the MCU. And I just want to see my boy Henry Cavill like be respected, so I'd want him to go there. But Ray Fisher is a good choice too. Ezra Miller would be a good choice. Amy Adams would be a good choice. Amy Adams is just a good actress, so she would fit anywhere.
I don't think she doesn't seem like the type who would want to do that.
I agree.
Like she's an artistic. Like no disrespect to Marvel actors, she's an actor, bro. She's an actress. Yeah. She do this for real, you know.
Yeah. I feel that. But yeah, I guess my pick would be Henry Cavill or Jason Momoa. Just because Jason Momoa is a fun ass dude, bro. He would have a blast.
100%.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a big shift. That's a big possible shift that's going to happen in Hollywood. So we don't know what it means exactly. If it does happen, what does it mean for the movies? What does it mean for? That is a fact, Steve. Henry Cavill as Omni-Man would go nuts. Now I heard some people saying that Invincible would be too expensive to do, but like we got MCU movies, we had the Justice League movie.
Bro,
like,
Amazon is spending $500 million on Lord of the Rings show. They got it, nigga.
They
got it, bro.
Yeah, so like I was like, I don't think that makes sense because they spend what exactly would make that movie super expensive? That's not like other superhero movies.
Yeah, if you can do Man of Steel for like $300 million, you definitely can do this for a little bit under it. But it's just how many movies you making and how far into the story you go, and then I can see that getting expensive because they start wilding out later on in the series.
So yeah, I mean, it's manageable. They can figure it out, bro. Just get somebody to do the budget. They got it.
It's Amazon. They got the money. Okay.
True. It is Amazon.
Like they probably make enough money off of like one day of like Prime. They probably make enough on Prime Day to fund so many fucking movies.
True.
You know how many niggas is ordering shit on Prime Day, bro?
They created a whole holiday, a spending holiday.
Gee.
Crazy.
They said, fuck a Black Friday, nigga. This is Prime Day, bro.
Right.
Don't get your shit.
That's crazy. Kudos to them, man. I mean,
Facts.
fuck them, but like, kudos to them.
Pay your workers. Let them unionize, bastards.
Goddamn right. You
got the money though. Make my shit too though.
So, let's get away from the trash studio and let's go to a well-run studio, to the MCU.
Yeah,
Disney.
And account MCU. Fuck y'all.
This guy. So good news, Loki is no longer going to be debuting on Fridays. It's going to be a Wednesday show now. I love that. I think that's awesome. Like
middle of the week, cool.
Yeah, I think middle of the week don't know, having something eventful in the middle of the week makes your week go by quicker. Having something in the middle of the week also not that it gives it like longevity, but I feel like because it's in the middle of the week, people go into the weekend talking about it and then come out of the weekend talking about the new episode. Or I mean the upcoming episode. So I just feel like it's a perfect like I don't know. I feel like it's perfectly well placed.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure they did this because the Bad Batch will still be running when Loki comes out, and they didn't want to have two shows on their competing with each other on the same service, so they had to space it out a little bit.
Which is a good idea. That's called intuition. That's called insight. That's like called being like smart. Like they make logical decisions.
Fam, I cannot wait until there's a show every day on that bitch we could just talk about, bro. You know what I mean? I can't wait for it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna get to that point, and I'm ready. You know what I mean? We gonna have hella shit to talk about, bro.
We really will. We like they'll literally like they're gonna have like you know how like Disney Channel like in its heyday it had like That's So Raven and then like Even Stevens and then like we're gonna have that shit on streaming, bro. Like like on demand.
Like, they're gonna have the alternate days: Star Wars Day, Marvel Day, Star Wars Day, Marvel Day, Star Wars Day, Marvel Day.
Yeah. That's. I mean, it's. You've mentioned this in the past. It's admirable how like well run their business.
Well run. They shut under control over there. God damn.
And that's one, like we talked about this beforehand too. It's like what happens when there's a straight pipeline going from one start to finish, instead of like how, for example, how WB is run. It's like everyone's trying to put their paws on it and make their mark before it gets sent out, which causes a lot of problems. So it's admirable to watch Disney work. And as a fan, as a DC fan, it's just like I'm jealous. I'm like, bro, like, why can't we have that structure? Why can't we have that continuity, solidarity, the passion?
Nigga, because they trash, bro. We ain't talking about them bums anymore, nigga. We over here with Marvel stand account. Come on, man. Bringing me back to depression, nigga. You seen the little featurette they released, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? They had, what we get Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, you know what I mean? We get the Fantastic Four, we get Spider-Man 5. We got release dates. We got new footage. Eternal shit, bro. I'm out here, cuz.
Eternal.
I'm ready.
I want to go back to that. So, Black Panther is going to be called Black Panther Wakanda Forever. One, I'm glad that we got like an official title. It looked cool, like the title looked cool, but secondly, it is such a perfectly like placed name tag. Like so, like the title is perfect because obviously, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, but like that is again, it's just another logical decision that they made that just fits too well not to make. It's perfect, bro. It's just after that shit up, bro. Wakanda Forever. You gotta do it for Chad, and I'm excited to see what they do with it. That's the only title they really could have picked. So good for them. I'm excited.
I ain't gonna hold you, G. When they was doing a little featurette and like you had the Stan Lee voiceover, he was talking through it, but then he was like, "That person next to you, that's your brother," and it was Michael B as Killmonger and Chadwick's my brother. I ain't gonna lie to you, that fucked me up. I was like, "Damn, my man's just gone. That was his brother." G. My chest, it's a pain in my chest, and I can't breathe.
Yeah, I'm a little not hesitant, I guess. I don't know the right word, but I'm a little like. It'll be a little bittersweet watching Wakanda Forever because, like, we're getting Black Panther 2, but then also no Chad, and they have to go through explaining and everything. It's just like, damn.
Low key, my fellow black people, we either need to make Chadwick Boseman's like day he passed a holiday or the day Black Panther came out a holiday, bro. We need to turn up for that man, okay?
Damn right.
In the streets. You know what I mean? Popping off fireworks, maybe let a gun off for 2. Who fucking knows? Drink, smoke weed, and enjoy ourselves. Celebrate that man, goddamn it. He was greatness. We witnessed greatness, goddamn it.
Can I come?
Yeah, I'm to eat. Come on. I mean, bring some tacos, my nigga. Come on, bring the whole shit. You gotta come through. Like, I bet.
I bet. So Wakanda Forever was announced. I'm excited to see what they do with that. I would like to see M'Baku become Black Panther. And then have like Shuri be like, the tech what she was doing kind of in Black Panther 1. That's my dream scenario. Do you have any thoughts or ideas?
They're 100% making her Black Panther. Like I'm like 1,000% sure this is happening. Yeah,
making Shuri Black Panther.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm not ready for that. I'd rather see M'Baku do it, but
my only hesitation towards it is, she need to get in the gym because in that first movie, I mean, like,
she a little scrawny.
It's not even that. It's just like, she can't fight, nigga. Yeah. She can't fight. She just out there shooting them little goblins. Bitch, if you don't drop the bitches and throw a fucking punch, you can fly and kick this nigga in his face. God damn it.
True. So yeah, that should I don't know, that should be fun. But they also dropped teaser for Eternals, and that looks dope. Like that looked cooler than I thought it was gonna look. And I mean, I don't know why I thought it wouldn't look dope, but that shit looks cold. Like I guess like thinking of it and then like seeing it is like two totally different things. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
I like how they they put this out right after the director won for Best Picture this year. What's her name? Hold on, let me look it up. Eternals.
Zoe, right? Zoe Chan.
Chloe
Zhao, yeah.
Chloe Zhao, yeah.
Yeah, she just won Best Picture at the Oscars, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Oscars, yeah. It was like, fuck, what's the name? Outback something. I don't remember the movie. But yeah, she's won Best Director, and they were like, oh, man, we have her too. Look what she's making next. You know what I mean? That was clever marketing. They just out there.
Smart. They make logical decisions over there. And I want to go to that.
What they didn't say? And apparently there's been rumors about this, but they didn't announce Blade. And I've heard rumblings saying that it might be a show.
I'd be cool with it being a show.
And because of how violent Captain America and the Winter Soldier was, like specifically the scene with Sharon when she was fighting them niggas and she threw the knife and they actually saw blood and niggas was bleeding. You know what I mean? I might be cool with it. I might be cool with it. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If we can get that.
Especially, there were some rumblings of Disney Plus getting like a parental lock button, basically, to have some sort of PG-13-ish / R-rated content. If that's around when Blade comes around, imagine the possibilities. Because I'm trying to see my boy fuck up some vampires, bro. I'm trying to see them get murked, bro.
Behead him off with his head.
Yes.
You know I mean?
I'm trying to see that shit all day, bro. I'm trying to see everything with it, bro. Like, cut that shit off. So that could be cool. That's a possibility. I don't know. Disney Plus, we standing, I guess, bro. Because like they do everything right.
Until they make some more smart decisions, some better decisions on that other company that who should not be named over there. We standing Disney, goddammit. Yeah. We used to shit on you, Disney, but now we over here now because them niggas dumb.
They definitely is.
Fucking bums.
Yeah.
Can't stand them.
So yeah, I do want to talk about a couple more things before we leave. Did you see the Dexter tease?
I ain't gonna lie to you, G. I watched Dexter, but I fell off. I was never really that big into Dexter.
What?
Yeah, it was just yeah.
I love me
after who was that? After his girl got killed, I was out. I was like, all right.
I feel you because I was almost out at that point too, bro. I was so upset. I'm like, because you thought he got away. He was like, damn, he got his cake and he eating it too. And his cake was murdered. That shit was fucked up, bro.
And his cake was murdered. And then what's her face was trying to fuck her brother. I was like, what are we doing?
It got kind of a lot. Yeah, but it's so good. And they're coming back with it. And there's potential for it to be more than just one season. So that's dope. I love Michael C. Hall as a...
What's it on?
It's on Showtime.
Showtime? Gotcha.
Yeah. So I like Michael C. Hall. I like him. I think he would play a good villain in a show, like in a movie, I mean, and like whether it be Reverse Flash or like an MCU movie, something like that. I think he would play a good villain. I feel like he has that sinister like component to him.
Now, Reverse Flash for him would be fire, top notch, 100%.
So I'm excited for that. That could be really incredible. I'm glad that they brought that back because they need to do him some justice because that last season, that ending was kind of stupid. So I'm excited to see where they go with the story. And then lastly, Game of Thrones. is finally in production. The prequels for I forgot the name of it. It's about the Targaryens.
Blood and Dragons, Blood and Stone, Blood and something.
Something like that, yeah. They released a couple images just showing to the people. I think they need to do some more PR on
because like I've seen the pictures and guess what? I'm still fucking mad about season 8. So
yeah, there's not much excitement. I'm sure they were hoping to drop this and like bring up the excitement, like, oh my god, it's back, But like the last season left such a sour taste in everyone's mouths that like it's hard to come back from. Because not only did the longtime fans who watched from season 1 all the way to season 8, not only were they disappointed, but the new fans who like made it a point to watch all 7 seasons before the 8th season came out, and like they binge watched it so that they could catch up, so they could see this final season. They were also disappointed. So it's like, you're ruining my night. Why am I ruining your night, Jordan? But like they fucked up the old fans and the new fans in one season. Like it's hard to come back from that. And they're really seeing the repercussions for that now, because people are like, oh, okay. And that's like,
it's basically the propaganda. Like, okay.
Oh, okay. We're coming out. Yeah. All right. I'll check it out. So it's like, well, I'm sorry, Jordan. I'm sorry. This I'm mad too, bro.
We ain't fuck with that shit here, bro.
I'm mad too, because look, they dropped, like, they had the ball and then they had the touchdown. You ever see that play? Like, you ever see an NFL play and like the receiver drops the touchdown before he gets into the end zone, and it's technically a fumble? That's what they did, bro. That's what they did.
What was your favorite battle in Game of Thrones?
Battle of the Bastards, but I guess one of my favorite.
That's so basic.
I know. I was trying to be a little bit more creative, but that's probably my favorite. But I guess like my favorite part, it's not necessarily a battle, it's more of a massacre. But the Red Wedding had me so fucked up.
It's more of a massacre, yeah.
That had me like, I was concerned, I was thrown off. You know what? To be honest, that had me fucked up. But what had me even more fucked up, to where I didn't even watch the rest of the show, like I didn't want to, was when they killed my boy Ned Stark. That was bullshit.
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still mad about that, bro. That was the homie, bro. He was like, bro, what's the fat nigga said? Robert, he was like, yo, Ned, I need a right hand man. Can you come be my counselor? That was like, I got a family. I ain't trying to do it, but you my mans, I got you. Got his head cut off. What the fuck?
That had me so fucked up, bro. Like, incredibly fucked up. So I honestly, I was binging it and I stopped watching for 2 weeks, because every time I tried to watch again, I was just like, I don't want to watch this, because the main character, from my perspective, the main character just died. Like, you watched it, you followed Ned the whole time.
Yeah. So, I think my favorite battle is probably Hardhome, and then there's a tie for number 2. I think it's called the Battle of the Wall, when it's the Night Watch versus the Wildlings, and like the giant, the giant shoots an arrow and it just literally just sends the nigga off into the fucking space. Mm-hmm. That one, and when damn, what was the second one, bro? I guess that's it. I guess I can't remember the other one.
Well, shout out to the Wildlings, or shout out to my girl Egret real quick. That's the homie. Fucks with Egret.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. Bush. That's the girl, bro. So, man, you got anything else for today?
I think it's hilarious how Netflix secured the because Stars had a deal with Sony and they would get the movies, but then Netflix came in and was like, oh no, we're gonna get it. But then Disney came in and was like, oh no. Those Spider-Man joints, they're coming here. What are you talking about? Netflix, back up, buddy. Well, this is our guy. Okay, he's our guy.
So objectively, if I'm looking at it objectively, it still kind of makes sense business-wise, because the deal is basically that once it's done, once the Spider-Man movies, all the Sony movies are done with their theatrical run, they're going to go to PVOD, and then they'll go to like release on the DVDs and stuff like that. And then after that, they're going to get sent to Netflix for, I believe, 1.5 years, 2 years. something like that.
I don't remember. Yeah,
it's either 18 months or 24 months that they'll get sent to exclusively Netflix. So all the Spider-Man movies, you'll get like all the Sony movies. So the Morbius, all the Sony movies that are coming out, those will go strictly to Netflix, which is a win because Netflix needed some.
They needed a boost.
Yeah,
they needed a boost.
They needed a boost, but they needed a top brand. So Spider-Man is that top brand that they kind of needed. And what's that?
It is because I think Disney just wants Spider-Man. Like I don't think they want Venom. I don't think they want Morbius.
No, they're getting Morbius and they're getting Venom.
Yo, Disney, don't be diluting your brand, bro. What are we doing out here?
They are. They're getting all of that stuff. So
that's crazy.
So
just hyping y'all up.
They will exclusively go to Netflix for a year and a half or 2 years, and then after that is when they'll go to Disney Plus. So objectively, okay, that makes sense. Like, yeah, you still get 2 years on Netflix, okay. But if I'm Netflix, I'm pissed. I'm pissed if I'm Netflix because like that's my whole bag, bro. I just made this mega fucking deal with Sony to get the exclusive rights, but I guess I only made it for 2 years, so you got to pick and choose.
I wonder if they'll put it on Disney Plus or will they put it on Hulu?
Hulu? They'll put Spider-Man for sure. 100%.
No, Spider-Man's going on, yeah. But I think Morbius and Venom and them will probably go on Hulu because that's what they did with Deadpool. That's what they did with some of the X-Men movies,
Yeah, Deadpool's a different story just because it's so graphic and gory and rated R. I think Venom and Morbius, because there is a chance that these might be connected, that they will still go to Disney Plus. So I do think that's a chance. But the last thing I wanted to say on this was, if I'm Netflix, I'm pissed. If I'm Disney, I'm content. I'm happy. I still got my content. If I'm Sony, I'm balling, bro.
They say, yo, I know we was beefing a little bit ago, but we're rolling in dough. Where the money reside,
Yeah, because they said, you know what? Maybe we don't need a streaming service. Let's just sell our shit, bro. And and they make it,
bro. Fuck it.
So good for them. Good for them, bro. Like I have no ill feelings towards Sony because that was a boss fucking move.
Yeah, good move.
A record-breaking deal with Netflix only to do the same thing with Disney. And I'm just like, yo, that was so smart.
That's some pimp mentality right there. Right. These niggas might be drug dealers, bro. That's just crazy, bro.
That's just crazy, bro. Good for them, bro. I'm happy
them.
For them. Good for you guys, bro.
Right.
But I guess we'll end it on that note. End it on a good note with Sony. You got anything left before we leave?
No, not today. Not today.
All right, man. So I guess I'll call it a day, man. We can just say balo.
Balo.